July 21st to the 24th at the Richland Center, Wisconsin Fairgrounds, experience Twisted Metal Demo Derby, a truck and tractor pull, a carnival, and the raw power of the mechanical mischief monster truck, and more. Visit hybridredneck.com.
All right, everybody, another episode of Behind the Lens with my buddy Bryan Lively. My name is Jason Schultz. Let's Go Polling. Bryan Lively is the editor of the Hook magazine and Pro Polling magazine, and you see him everywhere. And I got to see Bryan down in Mound City a couple weeks ago. And then where else have you been, Bryan, since then?
Pro stock diesel trucks and the local hot farm tractors. Nice show. Kind of had some threatening weather, but it never did really come to fruition, and put on a real nice exhibition for the fans on the stand. So,
did you say you had some? Go ahead. That was a 4th of July weekend, right? Last weekend.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
And it was it was a good weekend for polling. The local, the regional stuff had an opportunity to be, of course. Weather is always a big issue with what I do. Always watching the skies, and we managed to show in New Castle on Saturday night. Sunday night, we were supposed to be in Otwell, Indiana, and they called it well before it rained it out, and they had a deluge up there, I believe. So we've had about 5 to 6 inches of rain here this week, so we're pretty soggy right now.
Yeah, did you say you had some weather when you got home today?
Yeah, had some weather when we got home today. Had some wind come through, had some damage. Nothing significant, just had to get it cleaned up. And you tried to call me for the interview, and I'm like, I missed the call, but we're good now, and glad to have an opportunity to talk and visit with folks.
No, I like doing it, Bryan, because you're a good guy and you do a lot for the sport. And if we can get your behind the lens. Get your podcast, get people listening to it, and I'll always try to put it to video for you and do a lot of other good things going on. So we're heading to Freeport, Illinois tomorrow night, Silver Series. I know Independence, Iowa got rained out tonight. We talked to Clint Tucker a little bit earlier tonight. And then Freeport afternoon got rained out this afternoon, Bryan, but I know they're pulling right now off constantly. Kurt Hazley just won the Pro Stock Diesel Truck class, and then right now I think Ricky Long just took the lead in the mod class. So their Champions Tour is going there.
Jesse Post he's the one behind the lens at Freeport right now. He's doing multiple jobs at the moment. He's doing video, he's doing the Facebook feed, and he's also taking photos at the same time.
He's a busy
man. I don't know how he does it, but he's the man. And when I'm not on site, he's the one on site. He and his dad, Mike Post, produced really good photos. And beyond that, of course, Rodney Crum is off the top for me, and on top of all the other products that are at the member stage. So
yeah, we shared. Yep. Sorry, go ahead. You have a good crew?
I've got, I'm kind of just the filter for all this that goes on. I just have an outstanding supporting cast that helps me along the way. I can't take all the credit. That's for sure.
Well, but you got to be the guy behind everything, and I'm glad you're humble. That's great, but you do a lot for the sport. I know that we appreciate all you do and subscribe to your magazines. Jesse was doing some live video from Freeport tonight, and we shared it onto the Beer Money page. And that always helps his numbers out when we're able to see those posts, and we can share them out there for him. And that's one of the things I'm gonna catch up with him tomorrow too when I get down there and let him know that I need to be doing more to help and the big associations and stuff like that to get the word out there about the polls. Yep. These live videos right now, Bryan, are huge on Facebook because Facebook's pushing that really hard, and they're putting that to the top of news feeds, and you get a lot of views. Last night we did one up in Jefferson, Wisconsin. I did the Pro Stock class, and it reached over 300,000 timelines. I think I had 18,000 people watching it live. So I mean that's pretty cool. I mean, and a lot of these people, Bryan, have never seen a poll before, and they think it's neat.
Yeah. Yeah. One thing I'd like to, of course, when I'm at a poll and the other guys are at a poll, being torn in a lot of different directions. But one thing I'd like to see us do more of, and I know that Jesse did that some today, is he just a live video of the warming up some tractors. I know that I saw the feed where he'd watched Ricky and Keith Long warm up a MAP TV tractor I think that's something neat to do to let folks watch those things warm up, kind of get an idea of what's going on in that pre-pull period. To get these tractors ready to go down the track and perform at their best efforts. So.
Yeah, no, and it's kind of like almost like being at the drag races with those big modifieds, getting the motor started up and watching them how they start and stuff like that. So I'm glad he's doing that, and more we're starting to see more and more live videos of the pulling, and it's good to show different things behind the scenes. And a couple times I try to go up, Bryan, when they're backing the tractor up to the sled and show people where they hook it in and where they hook the air shut off and different things like that. I want them to see everything. I need to jump up in a sled one of these times too, and go down the sled doing a live video. I think people would really appreciate that as well.
Certainly. But yeah, it's neat that we've evolved somewhat. Originally we had Periscope as a vehicle for live feed, and for free live feed, and then now Facebook, the folks there recognize the value of that ability to go live with video rather than just how we did it 6 months ago, even where we were we taking video and then we post to our timeline and let folks look at it there. This live form is really neat.
It really is.
You get the folks that they can't be there at the pool. You get them right there along the sidelines of that.
And I might have told you this last week too, but I was at Macville, a 2-day pull, Mountain City, a 2-day pull, and people saw the live video on Friday, and they said, "We're here tonight because we saw your live video last night. We had no idea this cool stuff was in Macville or Mountain City." So I encourage every promoter that's out there listening or puller to do these live videos. And Bryan, I found most successful is you got to go at least 10 minutes. Because like last night, I started before the national anthem even and started talking to people. Because, people are asking questions and going back and forth. And you kind of get people listening, talking, get them engaged. And then, then we start pulling. And by the time we had pulling, we had a lot of viewers on. And that's what made it really, really popular. And it's fun to ask, how far do you think this next tractor is going to go? I almost announce right to my phone. I'm like, hey, all the John Deere fans out there, I got Randy Brew from Baraboo hooking up to the sled next and different things like that. And it makes it fun for everybody that can't be there, like you said. So what's up in Bryan Lively's world these next couple weeks? Where are you going next? Or you got a lot of pulls going on too, or a little bit of a slow stretch? Kind of let everybody know where you're going to be.
Although no such thing as a slow stretch. Luckily for me, I've got Jesse and his dad Mike on the ground at Freeport today and tomorrow, and then we have Fairfield on Saturday. Fairfield, Illinois, for that pull down in Southern Illinois. I'm actually doing a bunch of antique work here the next few days, and a lot of what I do is just I have to look at the weather. I have to look at the skies before I head out. I'm actually looking at going to Wilton, Wisconsin this weekend.
Awesome.
You know where Wilton's at?
Yeah, that's about 40 miles north of me. Yep.
Yeah, there's some antique blacktop pulling going on, and there's folks around here where I live that never heard of it, never seen of it, and I've never seen it in person myself, and I'm interested in possibly going up there this weekend and checking it out. That's part of my travel plan. I may hit Freeport tomorrow night, and my travel's north, but that's my ultimate destination is Wilton, Wisconsin this weekend if the weather holds. So from there, I'll probably hit. There's some Midwest region stuff for PPL Monday, Tuesday, I believe. I believe Princeton, Indiana is on Monday, and then the following weekend I'm going to the Porter Peach Festival in Porter, Oklahoma. It's a nice group of folks out there put on a nice antique pull. So the best iron in the country in antiques is out there and gathers there for that weekend. And then from there, I'm headed to Maryland the following weekend. So I'm going to be kind of trying to focus on the antique side for the hook for the next few weeks, and then bounce back to the last weekend of July with PPL again. So
awesome. Well, if you get up here, if you get to Wisconsin this weekend, let me know. I'm gonna do Freeport Friday night pull, and then Saturday and Sunday my boys are playing basketball in Marshall. But if I try to catch up with you and buy you a sandwich or something like that, we can see what we can do. But I literally live. I can be to Wilton in about 40 minutes, so that'd be neat to check that out. So. Let's talk about your magazine. I want to let you get going here because I know you got a lot to do before you head out tomorrow. But let's talk about your magazines a little bit, how people can subscribe to them and check them out, and how, if they want to communicate with you on the internet, like your Facebook page and stuff like that, let's share all that out there, Bryan.
Yeah, just hookmagazine.com. If you're interested in subscribing to either magazine, click on the merchandise link at hookmagazine.com. terrible-looking website, but it's effective in what I do. Jesse's post is actually getting ready to build me a whole new website, so look for that coming in the next few months. But magazine.com, merchandise link, to pick up the magazines. The print side of it helps support everything I do, and as much as we like this live feed, as much as we like Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, all this other stuff,
it doesn't make any money.
I feel like it doesn't make you money, but also there's the permanence and the tangible product that you get from a magazine that captures that moment. And like the live feed, once you see it, it's gone.
Yeah.
And you can go back and look at it, but it's if you've got 4G or 3G or no Wi-Fi, you don't have it. Whereas the magazine, you can always pick it up and look at it. But that's my point. And I think that the magazines are always going to be viable. I think it's like vinyl records. Vinyl records are getting huge again. Where digital downloads are fantastic and awesome. But there's been a resurgence in vinyl records, even amongst young people from 18 to 34. I read an article today. So, magazines are just the same in this niche market that I'm in. So, from there, you can find me on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. Just look up the Hook Magazine. You can find me all those places, on Twitter. And also, I have a Pro Pulling Twitter account and a Pro Pulling Instagram account. So you're liable to see tractors, you're liable to see any number of things that I see through my travels. So
awesome.
It's kind of eclectic. So.
No, you do a heck of a good job, and you're a great guy, and people just need to meet you. The more we can get people meeting Bryan Lively and all the great things he does for pulling, the more your magazines will grow and stuff like that. And I love the magazines. It's like getting the J.C. Penney catalog, for that kid in the Christmas Story, so he could look up his little Red Ryder BB gun back in the day, Bryan. So I like it a lot.
Yeah,
so
yep.
I hope to bump into you at Freeport, Bryan, and maybe if the Wilton, Wisconsin thing works out. I think the weather's looking okay for the weekend, but it is what it is. And again, appreciate all you do. And again, you're listening to Bryan Lively again. Let's Grow Poland. We're calling his podcast Behind the Lens, and he's thankful for Jesse Post and his father Mike Post, who are in Freeport tonight and tomorrow night, as well as as Bryan will be heading up there as well. So, Bryan, good luck with everything. Glad you're safe with the storms, and we'll talk to you again next week.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Jason. Thanks, everyone, for listening.
Thanks, Bryan.
Good night.